President Lee Jae-myung, attending the G7 summit, has begun his first diplomatic schedule. Following the bilateral talks, he attended a busy welcome dinner. Let's connect to reporter Song Joo-young, who is on site in Canada, for more details on the atmosphere. Reporter Song, can you summarize President Lee's schedule today?
Before multilateral diplomacy, he held back-to-back talks with South Africa and Australia's presidents. Both countries, like ours, are invited to the G7 summit but aren't members. During the welcome dinner for invited countries this afternoon, President Lee exchanged opinions with the leaders of Australia and South Africa on how to deal with tariff negotiations with the United States. There was also praise for South Korea's strong democratic resilience, with particular interest shown by the UN Secretary-General. First Lady Kim Hye-kyung attended the event as well. It is reported that many people requested to take photos of her dressed in traditional Korean hanbok.
There was speculation about a bilateral meeting with U.S. President Trump tomorrow, but unfortunately it ended up being canceled.
With President Trump returning to the U.S. earlier than expected, the anticipated U.S.-South Korea summit at the G7 was called off. It was an unforeseen situation for our government as well. National Security Advisor Wee Sung-rak mentioned that the U.S. side had reached out to apologize. Given the urgent variable of the Israel-Iran military conflict, the presidential office says it does not constitute a diplomatic discourtesy.
The U.S.-South Korea summit was called off. What will the outcome of the meeting with Prime Minister Ishiba Shigeru?
Yes, with the U.S.-South Korea summit cancelled, there's increased interest in the meeting with Prime Minister Ishiba Shigeru. A South Korea-Japan summit is scheduled for tomorrow afternoon. Indeed, historical issues remain intertwined between South Korea and Japan. A presidential office official expressed hope for dialogue aimed at narrowing differences over historical issues and expanding cooperation in current and future fields. Before the Korea-Japan summit, President Lee will attend an expanded session with G7 members and invited nations. At the session, he is expected to make two statements on diversifying energy supply chains and linking AI with energy, signaling a push for practical diplomacy. This is Song Joo-young in Calgary, Canada for MBN News.